Hi guys, it's AJ and welcome back to another video. Today I am so thrilled to be doing the brand new Genshin Archon quest, Bedtime story. Oh my goodness, that's such a wild name. Like, I just can't get over it. Like, I just was thinking about it right now. I'm like, that's really, it's gonna be wild. But I'm really excited to see what this is gonna be about because we haven't seen Dane in a hot minute. We haven't seen him over a year. Like, it was what, March of 2023. So it's been a bit since we've seen this guy. So without further ado, let's get on into it. What does Catherine have for us?
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Oh?
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Oh, hello. Who is this missing person?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago.
What if it's our sibling? Imagine.
But our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
T.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's
I have
made it
this
so hard
feeling
to
it's our
complete?
sibling, but I
This
don't think it's
commission
really
was
gonna be that
jointly
deep.
issued by the residents of Vimara Village.
Okay, now.
They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh,
But the
hello.
problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Hello.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere.
What if it's
It
Kari
certainly didn't
Bear,
seem like a joke to
guys?
them.
What if it's
Besides,
Kari Bear?
Putting up a commission requires a processing fee.
I need to just listen.
There
I need to
aren't
shut the
many
fuck up and
upsides to a prank
listen.
that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
All right.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
I just am so sus about that. I'm like, what does that mean?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you could tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, We all have a very strong impression of him. When you
It's
live in the
so
same village as
interesting.
someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just
Like,
don't
how do
know
they
the
not know who this
specifics.
is?
Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before.
Hmm.
Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure.
Hmm.
To think that he just up and disappeared one day.
I'm just
Just
so
hope nothing
like
bad happened.
this is so
Moved
confusing.
away
to me.
without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Oh, okay. Mm.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely.
Wait,
In fact,
I
he
have
was
something I'm
usually the
thinking
one
about,
offering
but
companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks.
what if?
Helping
Okay,
villagers
so my thoughts
navigate
are,
difficult
I
moments
have
in
this
their
weird feeling
lives
this
should
something
have been
about
my
this person might have been deleted by
responsibility.
Irminsul.
But he was
Because I
often
don't
the
think
one
it's Kari
rising
Bear.
to the
I don't know if that
occasion.
necessarily matches with the timeline of
He seems
this.
like such a nice and gentle person.
Not at
No
all.
wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Asking all these details, I don't even know his name.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things aren't adding up.
I think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
Yeah, I definitely think
Tell us
Irminsul
anything
might.
about his family
I
or
just
where
am
he
wondering.
lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
You see? I am just the lore queen. I'm not, you guys. I'm not, but I did pick up on that. I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who
So maybe
only
it
exists
is.
in memory?
Because if you think about Kari Bear's timeline, could it be like what happened? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pause. Like with Greater Lugudabada, like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Oh.
You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
Oh.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
I'm sure we'll track him down. We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me.
What if this is
So
like a
full of
dream that
memories.
everybody's having?
We used to
'Cause I mean, that
always
would
sit
check with
together under
scenario.
this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Interesting.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time,
Aw.
I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all.
Aw.
Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I think I get what you mean. That's what family is for. Wait, this is even more, like, this is devastating by itself. But after that teaser they gave us during the special program,
Really?
oh,
You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand. Oh, this is so... I wasn't expecting it to be like this so early. Oh my
That
goodness.
sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested,
Aw.
as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things.
This is a
matters
crazy
now.
deep Arkham quest, and we
I
are
just really
15
want to
minutes
see
in.
him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You've helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just
Aw.
like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always... So this was definitely a dream. Well, 1 second. I think it especially with it being bedtime. Okay, okay. With this...
Look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Okay, maybe my Kari Bear theory wasn't so off after all. The Abyss?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
What if the Abyss Order is, like... Wait, I have a theory. I have a theory, but I want to see what happens first. What if that's, like... What if our sibling can transform into those, like, Abyss Order things?
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
I did it.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilichurls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
See.
Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something, that could spell trouble for the villagers.
All right. Oh, was that a quest completion noise? Wow. That was quick.
It's Dainsleif!
King. He's back. Thank God. I missed him. I was like, where is he? It's been a little bit in this quest and I haven't seen him.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Ugh. I want him. Please,
Well,
can Girly Pop please become playable sooner rather than
I should
later?
head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilichurl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers. That's true. He left a lot of shit unanswered last time. And I was like, so you're going to give me an hour-long thing and you're going to answer some things, but you're going to leave even more questions? I don't think so.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Oh, please.
There should be ample time to talk.
Oh, please. There better be ample time. If there's not ample time to talk, we're beefing. We were like this, and we're like this.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her. In a manner of speaking, yeah.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir.
Who?
The Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
What is happening?
Brother?
What really happened between you? What really happening? Oh! I'm seated, I'm listening. I'm listening.
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir. The visionary Vedderfolnir.
Gold.
Rhindaughter. The foul Sertalogi. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have...
So they're the reason of the fall of Cambria.
Some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albania.
Wait!
Sertalogi is Skirk's master.
I forgot about that. I forgot about Skirk's
And the one we
master.
just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. That's crazy. Oh wait, hold on, pause. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the one that outlined the Fontaine's prophecy. That's crazy.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria.
Sorry, this is a lot right
Carried
now.
the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
The what?
Deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Oh.
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Oh my god. This is crazy. And then my sibling came in contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Must be hard to talk about all this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to
I
corrupt
forgot
the
about
soil
that.
and
I
make the
forgot what it
hives
was,
and
and now I remember.
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
The
Hello?
ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of those things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait. Then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Oh. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to miss it. They just always go so fast. Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's that in connection? What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
T.
So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
King.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that aren't there before.
Oh.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
The dream, but from what we know about Samaru, dreams are more.
It wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
Definitely something with the ley
I've
lines
never
is
met
happening.
this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How's that even possible? Hello?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Oh. Is the eye still safe?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone's on our tail, aren't we exposing the Eye's location? Maybe the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the Eye's location. Given what I already know about him, I'm sure Dane has already thought about that possibility. It seems he might already have a plan. Let's go. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
This is wild already.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Huh?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What was Dane going to tell me just now? Hello? 1000% just got controlled.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Somebody's watching us, 1000%.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
I could tell from that angle. Oh, and what do you know? Oh, is that it?
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Please, please, please. Oh, no.
Don't be scared.
There we go.
Following me.
So,
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
oh my goodness. I've never heard his voice like this before.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really
This is
sensitive
great.
to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. I'm nervous. I'm nervy. I hope we get to see Dane again. Please, Pookie. We just saw you. Dane does have a point. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh. But something feels off. What am I missing? That was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm nervy. Hello? I knew she was gonna be here. I had a feeling. Oh my god. It's crazy for her to just pop up.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
This is
Sometime the Twilight
crazy.
Sword is prepared for battle. Any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Oh my goodness, this would be crazy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? No, they cut it off. They cut us off at the craziest moment. They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
The butterflies too, hello? Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Hello?
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon? It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the villagers in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else. Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The villagers are calm.
There's also all the butterflies. Like, I feel like...
We're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Hello. It's the voice again.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
I just, like, I don't know. The butterflies make me, like,
And
the fake butterfly. Oh.
he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
Wait. Why is it so sad?
It almost
Why is it
sounds
so
like
sad?
a poem or some kind of story.
It's like a bedtime story. Oh my god.
Now that the villagers have calmed down, Vimara village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara village before it's too late. Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
This has to be a dream.
You know, the young guy from Vimara village. The one you've been looking for all this time.
Oh.
He posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
Oh. I'm like... I don't even know what is happening right now.
Right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently? Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
They must be talking because it's dusk. Okay, T. I know. We better be.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about the disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely that it's related to memories in some way. I think I need to think carefully. What's really going on? Oh, we gotta do this again. We turn to a point before the disappearance took place. We're presently traversing someone's memories. People have forgotten about the missing person. I think it's this.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we're in someone else's memory, this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him?
Let's put the pieces together and think about who this is.
Gonna last. We might not have that much time, and we don't even know who's gonna.
Oh shoot, whoops.
That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could imperfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Okay. Time, I think it's time doesn't pass.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to
It makes
tell
sense that we're in
something is
Samir
off.
rather than Fontaine
Like
for
there could
this.
be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to... Oh. What if it... I think it could be Dane.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once?
I think it's either of these two.
The color of the sky.
I'm going to say Dane's, though.
No, that doesn't...
I think it's a Tosa, then.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely definitely a Tosa's memory.
All right, let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
All right, let's. Who is that?
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and...
Is that Kari Bear? I forget. It's
You'll
been
meet
so
many
long. I
amazing
forget if we
people
saw
and
his human
live a
form.
Very happy life.
That'd be crazy if it was.
You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him, but why does he kind of look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of a Tosa hasn't met us yet.
Oh, I think this
Friends?
is Kari
I guess you
Bear.
could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Friends, I guess.
I'm
Hello.
sorry, Tosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
That has to be Kari Bear, I think. Is this so? Like, when is this taking
It's nice
place?
to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're Kari Bear. Factoring in the memories, the Abyss ordered the Lumafay and everything. I think I could need to think of the one person to connect all of this together. Kari Bear, I think. Oh wait. Pause. I was literally just thinking Kari Bear because I'm like, because of what they said in the special program, but it could be Clothar. Let me listen.
The founder of the Abyss Order, the man who broke the curse of immortality. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of
I think it's Kari Bear.
born into abject sorrow. He shall now become the loom of fate. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
This is wild.
I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Hello? What does that say? Oh, for the girlies who can read. I know there's girlies who can read Conrian, but that's not me. I need to look that up later. You know who probably knows that? Dainsleif. Dainsleif probably screenshotted it and translated it. There it is. Oh, this is so pretty. But I'm so curious where this is. Like, what this is. Hello. Oh. Oh, in the water? All right, let's talk to Kari Bear. Oh, this is so pretty. What is this place? Oh.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all.
You
As
look
you well know.
quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, The time has finally arrived.
Oh my god. This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I can try and learn as much information from Kari Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power defies comprehension.
Oh my god. This is
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Hello? I got like chills there.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Kari Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories. But they remember the
As for
memories.
your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
Oh my god. So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Kari Bear through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as why he went so far to introduce himself to all the residents of Amara Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Amara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble.
Was it to get our
Not only for everyone in
attention?
the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Wait, that's so sad.
I had a chance at life.
That's why I would have never guessed. This is so devastating. Any kind of meaning to this? Does any only existing in people's memories really count as living? Oh, this is devastating.
Why would I do something so meaningless?
Oh, poor guy.
I just couldn't accept it.
Poor
I
guy.
didn't know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Haram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Wait, this is so
I
sad.
was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
No, speak on it.
After all, my life ended a long time
Poor
ago.
guy.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
8 years old.
My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
This is devastating. I'm sorry, I'm really in the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. impossible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believed you once lived among them.
No.
Oh. Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him.
Settled?
Should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Because our sister has it. Oh my goodness.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
Dane never...
That's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
So we have... Wait. So how? Does this mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that?
Before you two entered that false location.
So that's what the thing was.
Wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh my goodness. What? I can't believe Kari Bear would do this to us. So when Dane froze up back then, it was because of a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary and took that memory to be real.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do
Why?
that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole... Oh, until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now the Loom of Fate is completed. What are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning.
Oh my goodness.
Tevat's ley
Hello?
line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Oh.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
Oh
To
my
comfort
God.
me, my father told me a story that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of
The
a
last
lost.
quest was devastating
That
as
story
well.
managed to dispel my fears,
Oh.
even if just for a moment.
Oh.
My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story,
Oh.
just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
So the thing that caused the Hilly Trails to calm down back then was Kari Bear's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was offer the Hilly Churls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps. I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished.
Oh,
And it's
I'm sorry.
time to rest.
I'm just not mentally ready for this. I'm not ready. Oh no. So we're gonna watch. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have to watch a cutscene of this? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Oh.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Oh.
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
That's so devastating.
Well, how about a conversation?
We could talk. We could talk. Please?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that,
Ooh.
perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you planning with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken.
Hello? Shit is gonna go down in these next few chapters, I can tell.
For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just
What if I feel like it's
don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
you really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful.
I feel like there's more
Even
to
as
the
a
Abyss
village
Order
child,
and
seeing the
Lumine than we
terrible sight
know.
within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit.
This is so
He
sad
brought
though.
comfort to the people of this world. even though he was denied the very right to be a part of
Oh.
it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
That's crazy they called him Ether. Is that the first time that's happened?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Wait.
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking
So,
those
wait.
questions right now. There's just one thing.
That's
I have to
crazy.
ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Why? This is so evil.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final
This is
answer,
insane.
I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
No, no. Ow.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Hello? So we will only know that? That is crazy. So we're not even gonna remember that. That. Do we not even remember If we don't remember Caribert, I'm gonna cry.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
So we're not seeing him again. He never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after
So...
that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Wait. How do we know? So, wait. Caribert and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
Guess our commission is complete. The missing villager, the missing person, was Caribert after all. But now he's gone. I'm not sure how to explain these things to the villagers.
What happened after that?
So they... Oh, yeah, because that happened before they went in. So after they went in, nothing could... That is devastating. I can't seem to remember her. Maybe I'm just tired.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
This is so crazy. So we have to hold that information.
Did
There's...
something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Kari Bear said his goodbyes. That was the So the reason why he was missing is because they didn't have the complete memory. And now they have the complete memory. Oh, this is... Oh my goodness.
Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That's a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
And that's so sad. Think about his father in the last Archon quest, a day in Archon quest.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete. So wait, what I'm a little confused about is how we remember that. I guess we remember everything before Kari Bear's death. I guess that's what, like, the line we draw, I guess.
Wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so...
All right, let's...
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remembered what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
Ooh.
Okay, I'll admit.
Aww.
I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Oh, I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
Poor
It's just like
Atosa.
Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
He won't. That's
Anyway,
so sad.
Thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Right. What happened? I can't remember. Feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Hello? Oh. They can't do this to me. Not... Is there like a little... That was wild. That was so wild. And I can't believe they left us off like that. Like, that's so not fair. But we do know now that the heavenly principles are lurking around. They're not active, but something's happening with them. But that was probably what that was like. That was a short. It was a short and sweet Archon quest, and I'm really liking that about these Dane Archon quests. Like, we are getting so much in them, and it's, oh, they're so good. Like, I haven't felt this emotional about an Archon quest. Well, the last one really made me feel emotional, but like as a side Archon quest since the one 2 years ago. The one that was, yeah, it was literally 2 years ago. For the Chasm. Like the Chasm Interlude Archon quest. Ugh, but anyway, if you enjoyed my reaction today to the the Dainsleif Archon quest, please sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Genshin videos. I'm really hoping to get more consistent and maybe have some fun Genshin variety videos in the mix, like more than just reactions. So look out for that. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.